introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Ken Harlan. D.A., take it away.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Allen Iverson. He's out there with Jerry Stackhouse. Joel Embiid out there with Cunningham. And it's Shays in at the four-man position. And for the Hawks, Maravich is out there with Wilkins. Then it's Fresh, and it's Mutombo, and it's Pettit in at the four. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to line for one.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Here's Stackhouse. It's tipped. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Here is Maravich. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And Maravich is such a great scorer. All eyes are on him, but his eyes are on his teammates. A tremendous dual threat.
Now here's Iverson. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. It's good. Stackhouse has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
He gets it in there.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Pass to Stackhouse. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Cunningham looking it over. The pass to Embiid. He kicks it to Stackhouse. And they recover it. Out to the wing. Here's Shays. A three-pointer, no good. Here is Maravich. Pass to Fresh. Mutombo with the ball. Fresh with the ball. Lets it go with a three. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Stackhouse. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. And after the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Well, the Hawks have their centerpiece. Trae Young is that guy for them. But now they have to figure out how to surround him.
Now, here is Maravich. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. Pass to Pettit. The shot. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And for the Hawks, Smitty, their roster construction is something they are tinkering with right now.
They're not in a bad spot. It's actually a good spot to be in as a franchise. They know the makeup and direction of the team, Kevin. It's a matter of finding the right formula.
Driving inside.
Well, I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
The 76ers lead. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
and just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And it's a completely new group. So with Wilkins on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Nate McMillan. Smith is out there with Horford. Then there's Murray. Then it's Fresh. And it's Hagan in at the 2. Fresh, the pass to Horford. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Shays. Missed inside.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Hagan, and Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Shays. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Up the floor. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3 chance right here. Coming up.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The free throw drops for Josh Smith. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can.
Oh, did you see that?
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And a look at the Mobile One drive, driving right into your living room.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Wilkins. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. And now it's a 10-point Atlanta lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldrich. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Fresh with the ball. Iverson picks him up. And here's Maravich from the arc.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Here's Mutombo. Passes it to Fresh. Puts up a 3. For the new shot clock. From deep three-point range. Here's Mutombo. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And they're really getting more to the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out contested shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Hawkins against Maravich. Embiid dishes to Simmons with the hook shot. Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Fresh.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And they call an illegal screen here.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
And that block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Bogdan. And so it's Atlanta in command. A 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Hawks?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys just played good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Fresh, what a contribution.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So with Iguodala sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Embiid. Iverson is out there with Jerry Stackhouse. That's Cunningham, and it's Shea's in at the 4 slot. Cunningham passes to Shea. Cunningham trying to break free. Cunningham on the wing. Kicks it to Stackhouse. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks leading by 16. Now here's Fresh. 9 points in the game so far. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Fresh has got 12. And here are the 76ers now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Iverson with the bucket.
One of the better scorers on the floor. Tough to defend him well without some contact. And AI fights through it this time.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
The pass to Stackhouse for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Mutombo's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Bennett the pass to Fresh. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Mirovic against Iverson. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter. Pettit is one of the all
all-time greats at just battling position and turning those misses into makes.
Here's Stackhouse, defended by Wilkins. Cunningham, left side. Here's Shades. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Team first.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Golf Shades taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Steve, we know lots of front offices build teams purely around player skill. And for the Hawks, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Fresh is out there with Maravich. And it's Mutombo, then it's Smith, and it's Wilkins, and at the threesome. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Fresh, and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. That one on Embiid.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals and not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
And the first one at the line is good. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here.
Iverson gets the bucket.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Wilkins outside. And here's Fresh. Five to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Mutombo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that is why they call him Mutombo, chiseled like a rock.
Pass to Maxey. On the wing, Harris, defended by Wilkins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Josh Smith. And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll to trade off.
First free throw is good.
Slowly but surely, Harris continues to elevate his game. The shooting, the playmaking, the ability to make a difference.
Here Philadelphia is going with right now. Ben Simmons comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Hawkins subbed in for Allen Iverson.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Ball.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And here are the 76ers now. Now Hawkins outside Simmons. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoffs. Something to think about.
At the line for your Hawks, Dikembe Mutombo.
And Mutombo no good on that one.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Wilkins, that's good.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Wilkins against Maxey. Hersey Hawkins on the wing. Pulls up on the elbow. Misses off the left iron. Hawks have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Now here's Fresh. He's covered by Hawkins, and Fresh picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And making a switch here. Bella's in. Harry Hughes is checked in for Philadelphia. Cheeks checks in for Hersey Hawkins. Hughes kicks to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Hughes, the pass to Cheeks. Outside, Maxey. Simmons on the wing. Pass to Cheeks. Outside, Maxey. The dish to Harris. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. Young's checked in for the Hawks. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And here's Simmons free. The 76ers again can't hit it. Atlanta's shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Fresh with the ball. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Harris. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his fourth rebound in this one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hawks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this four-game season series.
Yeah, one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Fresh.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Tumbo is checked in for Capella, and it's Maravich in for Trae Young. Passes to Fresh. Over to the left wing, and stolen by Simmons. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Fresh. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Collins finds Harris. Kicks it out to Collins. Shot on the wing. Tumbo grabs the board. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Trae, leadership is such a key part of that point guard position. So what do you focus on with that?
I'm a big guy and building team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts, is off the court, because that translates on.
Yeah, you guys look like a tight-knit group right now, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.